Hi, I'm Liam from the Dillinger Escape Plan, and we're about to do a rig rundown. So, starting with Zahn Space, sort of custom. These things have a composite neck, which means it's, I don't know, it's not wood. The fretboard is wood, and it's got epoxy forced in there so that this thing doesn't move. There is a truss rod, but yeah, I don't find any warping, bowing, corkscrewing, none of that nonsense with this. I call this bass the cockroach because you just cannot kill it. Yeah, I mean, anytime I take this bass out of the case, no matter where I am, what the humidity is like, this thing feels new. Active Bartolini electronics. They have humbucker covers, but as far as I know, there are a P and a J single coil under there. Master volume. Zahn is kind of boutiquey and likes to put lots of knobs on stuff, and I said no. So I had them put all my trim pots on the back. So I have all my, bass, treble, balance things as little screw changeable trim pots. The reason for that is because on stage with Dillinger, too many things get bumped and nudged and smashed. So the less I have to mess with, the easier I can set and forget things, then that's what I'm gonna do. Similarly, I have a new trick jack as opposed to a standard jack. So this thing locks, and this thing will never come out unless I wanted to, which is also a bonus. I'm surprised more people don't do that. Maybe now they will. I had them cut away this little thing because I was getting welts on the inside of my legs from my jack or my cables. So just a little bit of recession for all you, financial geeks. Again, I need like idiot-proof stuff. So Polyphonic Tuner. When something gets bumped, and by something I mean a tuning key, I sometimes don't know what is wrong. I just know something is wrong. When I'm playing a bunch of things really fast, it's hard to tell which string is out of tune. So you smack on this thing, and you can kind of just get a reading of every string and figure out which one's out. It kind of looks like my E is right now. Mm-hmm. In this set, we're doing some stuff that requires some delay. So again, I go hardwire. I will, and Dillinger will, break anything. It is inevitable. No matter how well it is made, it is going down sooner or later. And it's, something small. Sometimes it's just like the power connection, and so, sooner or later, everything shits the bed. Mm-hmm. So, in the meantime, though, these things hold up better than anything else for me. These Digitech hardwire things, they're pretty rock solid. Tape, so none of you can steal my settings, and actually, again, so that nothing gets nudged, bumped, swapped, etc., etc. Again, this is kind of another very fluid spot in my pedal board. Sometimes it's a dark glass microtube. Sometimes it's an Aguilar tone hammer or an aggro. Sometimes it's this MXR distortion. Sometimes it's a hardwire tube, overdrive. It's kind of just like whatever I am into at the moment. This is sort of like the Discover playlist section of my pedal board. Then all of it, well, I kind of skipped a beat here. So we go bass into Sennheiser Wireless. I just think it sounds the best. It may not be the most road ready of all the wirelesses out there, but for me, it seems fine. So, wireless into, and it's kind of blasphemous because I would rather have it at the beginning of my chain, but since I play wireless, it's got to be number 2. The A Designs Ready DI box. That thing is just a engineer's froth over that thing. Whether it's on stage or in the studio, everybody just loves it. And it's the corniest thing I could possibly say as a bass player, but it just adds warmth. Whatever that means to you. So that then, from there, goes into this pedal board that we already went through, into a SansAmp. I love the SansAmp RBI rack mount, specifically for the mid channel. The bass driver DI pedal is also rad, especially for going overseas. I wouldn't leave home without it. That is my, besides the bass and Ampeg, Sans Amp bass driver. That is like the sound. So then all of that goes into my SVT Classic. I believe it is a 72, so that is a original classic. That is my main. That's why it's got a #1 on it and all these other idiot-proof, hieroglyphics. Then we've got #2 down there. That's a VR. I'm surprised it's not on. Our tech is getting fired. And then into an Ampeg cab. For the most part, I think my tone is like gritty but not grimy. I like a lot of attack. I kind of think, everybody says chainsaws and things like that. I guess it kind of has that vibe. Yeah, I mean, when you want to cut through something, I guess a chainsaw is the way to go. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Earplugs. Tortex. I use these triangle dudes. Again, I've played almost everything that you could play over the years. At this point, I like these. One, because if I'm just grabbing a pick, I like to know that any side works. I kind of like having like a thicker, just more purchase on it. And when you're playing bass with heavy, heavy strings, it kind of helps to have a little bit of, a good grip. I don't know, I think these are 73s. Maybe they're 88s, I don't know. I think they're the green guys, whatever the green guys would be. That's pretty much it, man. I mean, I don't know. Don't worry about this shit. Go live your life and go get arrested and break some hearts. That'll affect your tone more than any of this junk. So